Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching. Maybe Max, maybe Martin, who knows. Welcome to Lviv and Let Die. We've had the pre-season, the off-season, in between the last two league seasons, where the intention has been to try and build a squad capable of gunning for promotion. And I think we've done a pretty decent job at that. So let's dive straight in and take a look. The history. Who have we sold? We sold Miletic for £425,000 to Nevezis. We sent Saif Benjamin out on loan to Energetic Boshitin, who are a lower league Ukrainian team. We got rid of three players on freeze, Bogdanov, Zimarkov and Ivanov, all players who didn't really feature. Ivanov particularly was rubbish and has gone over to Tallinn again, gone back to Tallinn. Pretty useless, shame. I was trying to get some money out of him, but didn't. We gave away two of our players on freeze. Makita Shapoval, who played a few games for us, but not many in the last couple of years, and Dmitro Pavlyuchenko, who actually played okay for us last season in his 16 games towards the end of the league, but he's gone off to Ukrainian. And then we also sold Alexander Malafayev to Metallurg, he was rubbish for us. So good, he can go. No problem for me there. We brought in only a few players this time around. So we brought in Vladislav Kamalov, a central defensive midfielder who is Ukrainian. He's on a lot of money, but he's Ukrainian. He's come in from Metallurg, who are the relegated team. We also signed Dmitry Domrachev, who is similarly good in midfield. He will be being good in midfield for us, having come on a decent wage as well from Metallurg. They're both on one-year deals. The intention is just to get rid of them again at the end of the season after we've won promotion, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We also signed Alexander Goncharenko, a fantastic left-back, for free again, obviously, from Zoya. He played very well for them last year. He'll probably play better for us. We then also signed Sergei Aivazov. He's a left-back as well. Oh, no, sorry, he's a right-back. Better than our good friend, the Butterman, but not brilliant, but he's still better. Then we signed Dmitro Dudnik. He is another right back. He's like the kind of backup right back that we've got at the moment. Looks pretty good. Again, backup, like I said, but played for Tavria, who were the best team in the league last season. So he's got some good skillage. And then there was Juan Carlos Ballon, who came in. He'll probably just be sold, but he's very good. 6'4", decent in the defensive bits. Signed from Melgar in Peru. So that's how the team has changed, but that's not how the team lines up. In fact, we're about to go play a game, our first game of the season, so let's go do that now. We've finished fifth in the last two seasons. Oh, and we're about to sell Delgado as well. So Hugo Delgado, central midfielder, £400,000 off. He goes to, I believe, FK Kaunas, which is in Lithuania. So off he has trotted. That's very good value for us. More money in makes our boardroom look a little bit like this. We actually have nearly £1 million in the bank, which is pretty good. We were already a lot of money up on the budget, and in fact we have a transfer budget now of potentially up to £300,000, which is pretty incredible. I'll put it back down to put all that money into wages, and what I'll do is after this video I'll probably just go off and find a bunch of pretty good South American players who we can sell on in January. But yeah, so that's how we're doing. We've turned the financial situation at the club around. You can see where we were last season, and we're actually going to be above even that. We're nearly at that line now. So yeah, we're in a good place. So yeah, let's see what we can do with our first league game. We are going to be playing Kremin, who they must be new because I don't think they were in the league last season. Kremachug, they're Kremin Kremachug. Last season they were not a team in our division, so they are newly promoted, meaning that they're not very good, right? That's the assumption from me. I never know, I suppose, but that's pretty much the truth. So they've not had a great set of pre-season fixtures. Let's quickly go to ours. I only realised very late on that I was doing quite a lot of scouting and realised that I hadn't actually prepared any friendlies. So we played two Ukrainian sides, two Slovak sides, and one third division Romanian side. We smashed the worst teams, and the two teams that are about equal to us we lost to narrowly. But then we don't have European experience, which some of those two clubs do have. Right, so we're going to clear away the subs, as we seem to do at the beginning of every video these days. Away you go, sons. You'll notice that the one thing we didn't do was sign a good goalkeeper, and unfortunately that's just the way it is. There wasn't really very many good ones. Obviously, Benjamina is very good. In fact, oh, for God's sake. So he's off on loan, so we've still got Makarov as our backup goalkeeper, and we've got Zamayakin as our main goalkeeper. This will probably cost us points at some point, but we'll just have to deal with it as we go. So you'll see at the moment we say we have 4 players who are foreign. That's because I don't intend to play Juan Carlos Ballon, and I'm going to put Suarez in there as well. We're also going to put Nagini in as a defensive backup option, and then we're going to go to the attackers. The only players we're going to put here, so I'm going to play with Pinchuk and Figueroa. We're going to put Bobby on the bench. Bobby is obviously Bobby Radaby. He's on the bench there. And in midfield, we're going to play again. Oh, I actually didn't put a defender in. So obviously that guy is supposed to be... Where is he? Kamalov. There he is. Kamalov goes in there as the backup centre-back. We have Suarez and Ballon. Actually, is that a good idea to have both of those players there? 2 players who play the same role. I might put Kornienko in. We could always, I mean, we can theoretically even sell Suarez. He's really good, but we could probably get... Let's try now, see what we can get for him. Let's go for £800,000. Get some more money in the club. We don't need all these players. They won't all be able to play anyway, so might as well get rid of them. So in terms of midfield options, we're playing with Perovic there. We'll put Kamil Dullman onto the bench, and we'll put, where is he? Konstantinov on the bench. That means, ideally I'd like Bilov to be in there. I'm trying to get rid of the dude. I'm trying to get rid of Kovac. I'm trying to get rid of Levchuk, and I'm also trying to get rid of Nemeth, but they keep coming in with weirdly low bids, like £7,000 for these kind of guys, even though I know they're not worth loads, but I still think that we could get more money from them. So I'm just going to wait, and hopefully in sort of January time they'll be worth a little. Well, people will be willing to pay a little bit more. If not, I'll just cash in then and get in whatever money I can. So the usual draft, whole raft full of players who are making their debuts for the club. That will always happen. Let's see what we can do here against a fairly weak team in front of probably 2 and a bit thousand people in a 28,000 seater stadium. Last season our request to build a new stadium has been rejected by the local council for planning permission reasons. I don't really think we need a new stadium anyway, but the board keeps seemingly going along and asking for it. They haven't yet submitted a new proposal, which is good because I don't want to waste all the new money we've been picking up. I don't know where they got the money for it in the first place, but luckily they haven't wasted it on building a new stadium that we don't need. So let's crack on into the first game of the new season. We're probably only going to do one, mainly because it will take, like every single day I get something like 50 to 60 emails in the old inbox. It takes just a long time to go through all that. Even with the better processing speeds, it's just not a fun watch to watch me do that for best part of a week. So I'll just do this, and then I'll come back again at the end of the first half of the season, as we did last season. Figueroa, Popov, good save. But Domorachev has got the ball, gives it into Figueroa, but doesn't quite get there. Popov gets there first. Sikorsky, it's cleared off the line. Oh, no, let's see that I noticed I left in the wrong right back. Dudik is playing, but it's okay. 21 minutes, great ball out to Boyko. Boyko must cross it, surely does, gives it it's a strange decision to put it to the back of the box when we have such a good player lurking at the front, but whatever. And the ball was hit straight at the goalkeeper. Anyway, we were still recycling the play. Goncharenko there, great little bit of play into Domrachev. Those two fellas that came from Metalurg, I think they'll be the difference to us this year. It's better to have a good Ukrainian centre-back, unlike Kornienko, who's poor, and it just gives us some better options in the Ukrainian mould. I know they're old, but the good thing is, if we do get promoted, we don't actually have a quota of Ukrainians that we need for the next league, so we can just get rid of them and sign a bunch of insane Brazilians. That's the intention anyway. Sikorsky, Maestrenko, I don't know his name. Maestrenko, Klimus, the slack-jawed Ukrainian. Boyko, come on. Actually, he's probably Ukrainian with a name like that. Lithuanian with a name like that. Klimus. Oh, he's gone straight through him, but it's okay. It's just a free kick. I believe we did start last season pretty well, considering that we've definitely got a better squad than we did last season. I mean, obviously we don't necessarily have to start the season well in order to get promoted, but it would obviously help. Do you know what? Without having the playoffs, it really does make it a much more daunting prospect. Even if it's not necessarily harder, it does make it a more daunting prospect because you have to finish first or second. Whereas if you have the playoffs, you can finish, down in seventh odd and still get promoted potentially. So yeah, it means we have to be pretty consistent. But I'm backing the boys to do well this season. Zamyakin to Goncharenko. The boys haven't played together that much either, as we mentioned. There's only 6 preseason games, and they were all within the space of about a month and a half. So there's probably still. It's actually probably more likely that we'll grow into ourselves as a team as the first half of the season wears on. So that's why it would be increasingly important, or not increasingly. That's why it would be definitely very much important for us to. Sneak a win here, especially if we don't play well and we sneak. Why? But he didn't get the ball anyway. Shouldn't have gone after it. Could have got a corner probably. Anyway, Dudnik, Mamurov. Actually, we probably wouldn't have got a corner because the game thinks our team played the ball on. Perovic to Domrachev. Great ball. Figueroa. Somehow Klimus got there ahead of him. He's given away a foul. This is a kind of weird red card. 42 minutes. Best striker gone. Oh, okay, I just didn't like that. He started walking towards the thing. I was like, no. Popov now. Mamurov beats him in the head like that. Brovchenko. Go on. Yes, Perovic. Brovchenko. Perovic gives it through to Pinchuk. Pinchuk scores. That's it. And that might be his first goal for the club. It's a goal on his debut. I signed him in just January last year. But anyway, what a finish from Pinchuk. He got a hat-trick in his last game for us. He's a good finisher. He's a pretty good Ukrainian striker. Better than our ones that we sort of made do with last season. So, yeah, happy with him indeed. 1-0 at half-time. We'll take it. We look good value for sure. That's absolutely true. Someone's looking complacent. Who's that? It is Dennis Boyko. Okay, so calm. No, keep it up. I'm going to passionately say you weren't that bad. But he doesn't care. He's still complacent because he's a mad bastard. And here we go, second half. Morale, very good. Okay, Galushkin to Pinchuk to Galushkin. Galushkin goes around his man, puts the ball in, but somehow they clear. Domrachev, he absolutely walloped that against the bar. That would have been nice. Vlasic, Domrachev. Oh dear, missed out to Larazevich. Maestrenko. Janisha. Boyko gets there. Boyko, what's he going to do with it? He's going to give it to Figueroa. Figueroa goes round his man, gives it to Perovic. No real need there. I was thinking he was probably going to slot it over to the left where we had someone free, but he went for it himself. Disappointing that he did. Pinchuk, terrible effort. Absolutely terrible effort. He's a good finisher. Terrible effort. 51 minutes gone. Not bad. Probably start to think about some changes soon because I think we've got a couple of players, especially those 2 Ukrainians that we brought from Metallurg. They're pretty old and pretty tired. Figueroa, great ball through to Pinchuk. Must finish that off. He doesn't. What a ball that was. Goncharenko now gives the ball back out to Domrachev, who is going to let the ball come to him slowly. Perovic through to Pinchuk again. Pinchuk seems to be our Lynch Pinchuk. Right, anyway. Figueroa is not playing bad. No one's playing badly. In fact, no one's that tired. So let's say cancel and let them continue. Pinchuk wins the ball on. Klimus manages to lose the ball out to Figueroa. Figueroa, what's he going to do? He went himself. And there's many arguments to say that he shouldn't have. The thing about him is I'm obviously not thinking of selling him. But the thing about him is he's only got this last year left on his... yes, Pinchuk gets his second. Figueroa, brilliant setup. And we're 2-0 up against Kremlin. Kremlin. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so he's only got 1 year left. I went in to have a discussion with him about a new contract, and it turns out his agent doesn't like me, and I offered him one thing, and they immediately turned it down. The obvious thing to do is to try and make him be excellent all through the season, and then just at January or something, when we can, just before everyone else can offer him a free contract signing, we can do our best to sign into a new contract. Especially if it looks like we're going to go up, we might be able to tie him down for at least another year, and then it's just hit the ball over the bar, Brovchenko. We can try and tie him down, and then at the very least, cash in on him in the summer. If he doesn't want to be here, which it seems like he probably doesn't. Galushkin to Pinchuk, Goncharenko, Domrachev, Goncharenko out to Kamalov. I just realised his name's Kamalov. I mean, Camelot. He's like the... Who is from Camelot? It's, what's his name? Not Robin Hood. Robin Hood, fucking idiot. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, they lived in Camelot. I'll just call him Camelot. There you go. And Pinchuk, I'm going to call him Lynch Pinchuk because it's cool. Setning's name, Lynch Pinchuk. Good. Right, anyway, so we've had a bit of time now. Let's take some players off. Right, so let's bring on Konstantinov for Boyko. Lynch Pinchuk's name just changed. Good. We'll bring on Bobby for Figueroa. He's playing well, but we'll do it. And I think we'll also give Ballon his long-awaited debut on for Mamurov, and then we've always got one more substitute we can make if needed. Bobby's called Bobby because we had a friend with that name, and that's all I'll say. Vlasic, Sikorsky, Ballon clears straight away. Lynch Pinchuk gives it to Bobby. Lynch Pinchuk and Bobby up front. Love it. Bobby's slowly wandering past everyone on their team. Oh, he's still going. Put the ball in the middle for Lynch Pinchuk's hat-trick, but he didn't get there. Klimas manages to clear. Camelot now crosses the ball, only goes as far as Yanusha. Sikorsky, Bobby chasing back there like an absolute hero. Camelot, Galushkin, strangely huge ball there. Dudnik, what on earth? I mean, I used the phrase strangely huge ball there far too early. Camelot now. Oh! Goes over the bar. And I can't see who's taking that. Bobby's taking that. Goes in for Ballon, but he doesn't get there. Dudnik now. He gets tackled. 77 minutes gone. Let's just see what we're doing at the back there for those two players. Goncharenko, Dudnik, they're both looking fine. We can bring Kornienko on for Camelot for now, because I think protecting their fitness, those older players that we signed, protecting their fitness is probably a good idea. Bobby, especially because I remember one of them was flagged up in my the press conference where I signed them that he has a bad injury record, so it might just be a smart idea to make sure that we try and avoid that. Camelot's coming off for Kornienko. 83 minutes gone. Will Kornienko do another defensive howler? Oh, Dudnik. Okay, so he's being a bit flappy, has Dudnik. He's given away a couple of free kicks in dangerous areas, so we might need to bring on the other left back. For goodness sake, there's never a bloody... have we ever kept a clean sheet on camera? I'm not sure we have. Nuva. So, okay, they are one of the relegated teams. The other relegated team is Stal Alchevsk, who went up in our first season. Obviously, we've flatlined in the last 2 seasons, although for a club of our stature, that's absolutely a good set of results. Galushkin puts the ball in. Konstantinov heads over. Unfortunate. The intention this season is to improve on that and hopefully win promotion. Galushkin puts the ball in. Kornienko. Oh, for goodness sake. Galushkin puts the ball in again. What? Okay. That guy's name is Miller. Galushkin. Kornienko. Are you trying to not score? Lynch Pinchuk gives it to Baronets. So, I mean, Vlasic, Zutatus, Good stop from Zamyakin. And some honking going on outside, obviously in celebration of the FC Lviv win here. Lynch-Pinchuk using none of his pace to run onto the ball there. Could have set us up for an easy tap-in, but decided not to. Lynch-Pinchuk gives it to Bobby. Bobby gives it back to Lynch-Pinchuk, gives it to Galushkin. Galushkin puts the ball in. Does he? Eventually he does. Lynch-Pinchuk heads just over the bar. Piling on the pressure we are. Popov. Ballon gets there. Oh, it's another great ball from Perovic. Lynch-Pinchuk. Oh, it's a good tackle from Vlasic. Not bad at all. I don't know if you saw that there, but Sam just joined. Oh, come on. Sam just came online on Steam. Unbearable. We've had so many chances here. I just checked the stats there. We were dominant. Galushkin. Ballon heads over the bar as well. Well, this is a much more complete display than any of our stuff last season. Popov. Kornienko to Bobby, although we must temper this with the fact that they are a newly promoted side. Dudnik clears the ball into touch. And they've got a chance right at the end. No, they don't. No, they don't. Thank you. No, they don't. Yes, they do. Well done, Lviv. That's a 2-1 win. It was much more comfortable than the... didn't mean to do that. Passionate and pleased. Oh, no. Okay, stop saying things. That was a bad team talk to wrap up a good victory. Okay, fine. So, that was really stupid. They're going to really hate me now. God. And they were apparently denied a penalty. What the fuck? Yeah, Domrichev says my team talk was not great. Yeah, but shut up. Lynch-Pinchuk shines. Well done. He makes his debut. Well, yeah, fair enough. 12 months on his deal. Oh, good game for him. They were denied a penalty, although I think it seems Despotovsky, great name. Seems kind of harsh to suggest that they deserved anything from that. Anyway, what sort of impact do you think getting a goal just before half-time? Well, it made our half-time talk a lot easier. No. Lynch-Pinchuk is vital. Kremlin were disappointed. I think it was right. Dudnik was pretty solid. He did have a solid game. Lynch-Pinchuk was good. In light of Lynch-Pinchuk... what do I say here again? I've done this before, haven't I? Giving team talks is my responsibility, and that won't change either. Yeah, well done. Juan Carlos Baron did well. Lynch-Pinchuk show was very good. Where did we get him from? Came in from Arsenal, where he didn't actually play. They spent £8,000 on him. Okay, well anyway, that's that then. Let's just look now at our fixtures. So we're going to again this season play Jednist Pliski in our in the Ukrainian Cup first round. We lost 2-1 to them last season. This season we're playing them away. I think last season we played them at home. Oh God, did I mean to do that? Yes, we lost. Oh no, we did lose away. So, right, fine. So anyway, we're doing it again this time. Away to Jednist Pliski, and hopefully we can actually get to the second round of the Ukrainian Cup and find out what that's like. Again, I said I'll be back for the last two games of this calendar, so it will be Vorskla and Naftovic Ukranafta. So we'll know how the league is shaping up for us when we come back, and we can try and wrap up the first half of the season. So thanks very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, 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 bye.